This one slapped into right field, sinking fast, and in and out of the glove of Farmer. Almost made a spectacular catch, but once he hit the ground, he had it in his mitt at first, but once he hit the ground jarred it loose, and that will be a hit for Bradbury. Again, that was a tough sinking liner on Farmer. He's had a couple of tough plays out there that he's almost been able to make here today. But Bradbury able to pick up the hit and a one-out single. And the second hit for Sophia as they go back to the top of the order. Now you get Cole Moody standing in for Tyler Varney. Moody, as we said, was 1 of 3 yesterday. He flew out, popped out, then had the 2-run home run in the 6th inning that extended Sophia's lead to 5-2, which ended up being the differential in the game. And they call it Moody ball when he gets up the home plate. Again, this kid apparently can stroke a baseball over the fence with the best of anybody, and gave us a good example of that yesterday as he's out in front on that off-speed pitch, 0-1. A really nice kid, too. Again, both days he's come over to us and asked us if we wanted a Gatorade, anything to drink, and now a snap throw over to first, and Bradbury nearly picked off by Miller. We saw Miller do that yesterday against Beelington, picking off a runner. I believe it was Kirkpatrick that leaned too far off of first base. So Bradbury and any base runner is going to have to be careful because Baisden and Miller are on the same wavelength. Again, Moody just one of those kids that really enjoys the game and really enjoys talking to people. Really nice, personable kid as well. And anyone that's going to offer us free drinks or anything like that, we're definitely going to enjoy him. I asked him if he went back and saw the hit yesterday. He said, yeah. He said it had 1.8 viewers on it. Now he hits one down to third, and that's a slow roller, and really no play that time for Williamson as Moody able to beat it out for an infield hit. And that's going to put runners at first and second now for Sophia, with Hunter Austin coming to the plate. So an opportunity here now for Sophia, and that pitch gets away, and that's going to move Bradbury up. That throw gets over way off the mark, but Vance over to back it up. If not, Bradbury would have been able to score standing up. But now a big opportunity back at the top of the order here for Sophia as Austin struck out in his last plate appearance against Ellis. Count 1-0 here on the top of the third in a tie ball game. This one lifted into shallow right center, going to sink fast, and that one's in for a hit as Bradbury will score. Moody will hold up at third. A good relay throw coming in from Farmer that time, but Austin able to deliver. And here in the top of the third inning, Sophia has taken a 2-1 lead on Logan. So that's going to bring up Landon Riddle. He grounded out to third to end the first inning. Has an opportunity to give himself a little bit of breathing room now on the mound as two pitchers go against each other. First pitch from Ellis, in for a strike as taking off for second. Miller fakes the throw to second, looks back at third at Moody. And like I said, you're kind of handcuffed at that point as the defense. If you throw down to second, you're going to allow the runner from third to possibly come right in and score. So most teams just allow that base to be taken as this one stroked into left center field. Ballpark will hold it, and a diving catch made will allow Moody to come in on a sacrifice fly from Riddle as the throw in gets away, but Ellis able to go and retrieve it, and it's now a 3-1 lead in favor of Sophia. So Riddle gets the job done with the sacrifice fly to bring in Moody, and that'll bring up Silas Nelson, the cleanup hitter who doubled his last time up. And a runner still at third here. This one hit hard between third and short. That gets through into left field for a hit, and Nelson delivers once again with an RBI single, and the 2, 3, and 4 hitters really applying the pressure now from Sophia as they have opened up a 4-1 lead here on Logan in the top of the third inning. Now you've got Carter Hajash standing in for his first at bat of the game in place of Cash Lynch as he fouls one back to the screen, 0-1. There's a swing and a miss as Hajash put all he had into that one but came up empty. Nelson still trying to entice some throws over from first base, see if he could maybe come up with another steal. As Hajash singled and grounded out in his 2 plate appearances yesterday. There's strike 3 on the outside corner. Good pitch there by Ellis to retire the side and pick up his 5th strikeout. But Sophia does some work in the 3rd inning. They pick up 4 hits and score 3 runs to take a 4-1 lead as we head to the middle part of the 3rd inning. Back after this as you are watching the 2020 West Virginia Little League State Tournament with us right here live on Video Productions. Sophia has opened up a 4-1 lead on Logan as we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Chris Kidd with you. Brian Shepard, our engineer and graphic organizer here this week. Butch Mounts, our engineer, as the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Farmer stands in, and he rips one into right field as that sinks quick, and that'll be in for a leadoff single for him. Farmer yesterday walked in his only plate appearance. This time goes inside out to right field. And Logan going to try and answer back here after Sophia finally got to Alton Ellis for the first time today. Now can Logan do the same to Riddle as Noah Vance back to the top of the order for Logan. Takes the ball high, and he singled into right field to lead off the game for Logan. And then later scored on the RBI single from Ellis. As that fastball catches the outside corner, 1-1. And Riddle's really gone with that sweeping pitch a lot today to hit that outside. Now he comes inside. This one chopped towards 3rd and short. Going to get through into left field, and it gets by the left fielder. Now Farmer round second, digs for 3rd. They're going to hold him up there. And Noah Vance with a single, and then the air out in left field allows the runners to move up. And now Logan looking to answer back with 2nd and 3rd and nobody out. And much like we saw earlier today with the Boone Northern crowd, again, the Logan crowd up on the fence really being vocal, trying to excite their guys and get them going here. As we said, big game to see who moves on to the finals of the winners bracket, as that one fouled off by Bentley Williamson, 0-1. Williamson struck out in his first plate appearance. Like we said, going through the gauntlet tomorrow could end up being devastating for whoever does end up coming out alive Again, they may still be in it, but it's going to be very difficult to move on after that with so much pitching being used, as Williamson tried to Tommy hawk that high fastball and comes up empty, 0-2. And Logan heading towards the middle part of their order here after Williamson. He tried to go with that sweeping pitch once again to Riddle, but misses outside, 1-2. A single by Farmer, a single by Vance. Here's the 1-2. That one got in on the hands of Williamson and fouls it straight up into the screen. And coming up next, we have Mineral County, who had the miracle comeback last night over Fairmont, be taking on Cerrito Canova in the other winner's bracket game. Williamson hits it back up the middle. Nice stop by Riddle. Looks the runner back to third and fires over to first to get Williamson. Boy, that was a hard hit ball right back up the middle, and Riddle with a big-time glove on that and alertly looking over to make sure that Farmer stood put, and actually good job by Farmer not taking off on that, as a lot of people might have in that situation, possibly getting himself thrown out as first pitch misses high to Alton Ellis. 1-0 the count. Ellis has the lone RBI in the game for Logan thus far, singled into left field to bring home Noah Vance in the first inning. That pitch misses and gets away, but Farmer's going to hold still. Again, a short backstop here at Central Greenbrier Little League Field, but we have seen some players be able to score off of it. I think we've seen 3 or 4 in the first 6 games this week, this being game number 7. 2-0, strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Again, the umpire's been very consistent with that strike call on the outer half, so Logan going to have to start trying to protect that area a little bit more as that one gets over the head of Nelson into the backstop. 3-1 now the count. It's going to be interesting to see where Riddle comes with this pitch. If he comes right after Ellis, we'll see if Ellis turned loose here. 3-1. Hammers this one down the third base line, and that one's fair, and that gets all the way to the wall. That will score Farmer. That will score Vance, and Ellis into second with a 2 RBI double. As Alton Ellis getting it done at the plate today, his 3rd RBI, and now a single and a double to his credit here today. And just like that, the Sophia lead has been trimmed to 1 at 4-3. Now you get Ivan Miller standing in. And he struggled to get going at the plate thus far. He's yet to get a hit in this state tournament. Takes a strike, 0-1. Again, he walked in his first 2 plate appearances yesterday, but then struck out in his last 2 appearances, struck out in his lone appearance thus far today. Could this be the time to break free? This is inside, does Riddle. Count evens up at 1-1. Riddle now at 51 pitches. Here in the bottom of the third, again, 85 pitches is the most any pitcher can throw in a game. So Riddle already breaking through the halfway barrier. That one misses high, 2-1. And Logan has started to make him work on the mound a little bit more. Again, that's always been a strong strategy with this pitch count rule. Try and get it up, maybe get into the bullpen in the later innings. That one misses just high, and now the count moves to 3-1. You see Riddle now getting a little frustrated, needing to bear down here and try and get his composure back. But instead, ball 4 to Miller. And that puts runners at first and second for Logan, with still only 1 out. And it looks like Doug Williamson coming out and looking at maybe a change in the lineup. And I don't think it'll be for Baisden. Looks like it's going to be a courtesy runner here coming in for Ellis. So it's going to be Crew Blankenship coming out to run the center fielder here. And you can see, meeting on the mound right now, you can see the frustration by Riddle, trying to talk him and calm him down right now. as Logan has started to get to him here in the bottom of the third inning, much like Sophia was able to get to Ellis in the top half of the third inning. And this is going to be a crucial juncture in the game for Riddle and the Sophia Ball Club. And now you've got Adam Baisden standing in. Had a pair of hits yesterday, struck out to end the first inning, but has runners at first and second and one out as he takes a chop at the first pitch offered and fouls it off home plate, 0-1. Riddle settles himself. Here comes the 0-1. This one ripped by Baisden. Nice glove at shortstop by Bradbury. Over to second for one, but no play at first. As Miller stayed in the way that time to prevent that from becoming a double play or potential double play. Looked like Baisden was on his way to beating that out, but again, great stop by Bradbury. That was a sharp hit ball by Adam Baisden, but Bradbury able to dig it out. Now that'll bring up Jace Wolf with runners at the corners and two out now here in the bottom of the third inning. Wolf grounded out to shortstop. His first time up, lays down a bunt as they try a squeeze play, but fouls it off along the third base side. And we've seen that work effectively for Boone Northern in their two games so far in this tournament. And Boone Northern, they're definitely a different ball club than most that have played here. With two out and Jace Wolf still at the plate. Riddle trying to end things here as that pitch gets away. That's going to allow Baisden to move over to second base. And a 2-2 count now on the Logan second baseman. So a base hit here could give Logan the lead back. They led it 1-0. And the last 4 runs gone to Sophia, but Logan with 2 runs back this inning. That one fouled off by Wolf over towards our direction and out of play. As we said, Wolf tried to lay down a bunt early on in this at bat and try and get the squeeze play through. We saw Boone Northern do that a lot in this tournament as they're very unique. They play a lot of small ball. Fastball misses high, 3-2. But Boone Northern, they like to play a lot of small ball normally. They'll work the pitch count, get the pitcher's pitch total up, throw in a lot of bunts, a lot of small ball. But, boy, they really brought the lumber today, scoring 17 runs against Beelington to eliminate them. And that one hits Wolf in the small of his back, and those don't feel great. You can see him grimacing on his way up to first base now. Hopefully he'll be okay again. That's a tough area to get hit in. And hopefully he'll be all right. Those are the ones that sting for a little bit. But he appears he's okay. He's just walking it off right now. And he'll bring up Addix Martin. That's 64 pitches for Riddle right now. He's thrown 36 strikes and 28 balls in this contest. So Riddle has gone through stretches where he's been really difficult for Logan batters to try and solve, and then he started to get erratic a little bit this inning, and Logan's been able to take advantage of it. Now it's actually Gabe Goldie who stands in with the bases loaded. He'll take a strike, 0-1. So Goldie, the 8th batter to come to the plate this inning for Logan. That one fouled off the catcher's mask of Nelson. 0-2 now the count. Goldie yesterday walked and was hit by a pitch in his 2 plate appearances. Now finds himself down 0-2 in a 1-run game. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Riddle leaves the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. But Logan able to answer back with 2 runs and really get Riddle's pitch count up. He's already to 67 pitches through 3. So it looks like Sophia is going to be in their bullpen possibly at the end of next inning. But right now they still lead it at the score of 4-3 as we head to the top of the 4th. Back after this as you're watching the 2020 West Virginia Little League State Tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
Are your kids playing in a real Little League? Little League is the world's largest and most respected youth sports program with nearly 2.4 million children and more than 1 million volunteers in dozens of countries around the world. Little League includes baseball and softball programs for kids ages 4 to 16. There's the Challenger Division program for kids with physical and mental challenges too. For those adults interested in starting a genuine Little League in your area, assistance is available from Little League International in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. For more information on Little League, visit Little League website at www.littleleague.org.
No child in our community should have to go hungry, but it happens every day. That's why the Food Shack is traveling across our area to stop hunger among community kids. The mission is simple: feed as many kids as possible with free hot meals 5 days a week. There's no questions asked and no catch. If your child is hungry and needs something to eat, the Food Shack will provide them with a meal. Visit our Facebook page to find out where the Food Shack is going next.
Top of the 4th inning, we move as it's been a tight affair all the way through, and Sophia leading Logan 4-3 in this first of 2 winners brackets contest tonight. Chris Kidd with you, our graphic organizer and statistician Brian Shepard right alongside me with Butch Mounts, our engineer, a little further down the ring here along the first base side as we're right next to the Sophia dugout along the first base side. We've seen a lot of action down this way the last 2 days, and again, we'll be with you here all week from Greenbrier, West Virginia. Again, tomorrow we have 3 games on hand, all of them elimination games. So we'll be down to 6 teams after today. We'll be down to 3 after tomorrow. So all 3 games tomorrow will be elimination games. The 2 winners tonight get the day off. And as we said, such a big advantage in this tournament, getting that extra day, getting your pitching lineup set a little bit more, and just taking a day off to get yourself settled in. Right now, Sophia halfway through this game with the advantage as Ellis back on the bump, getting ready to go to work this inning. He'll deal with the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for Sophia. We'll see if this will be a substitute hitter or not coming up. And this is the Ashton Arthur spot. He grounded out to first base his first time up. This one hit towards the right side again. Wolf, tough play, and it gets by him. And that will get Arthur on to lead off the inning. That ball had a lot of spin on it coming off the bat that time and just took a rough turn on Wolf. And Arthur will reach to start the inning off. Okay, excuse me, that was Jacob Varney who was batting in place. No, actually Arthur, it was. So now it's Jay Varney standing in now, excuse me, as he swings at the first pitch, and that one hit up the middle and quickly caught there by Noah Vance. Quick throw over to first, but not in time, as Miller now standing over at first base. Again, Jay Varney taking a rip at the first pitch. And that one went right at Varney for the line out. So now one away here in the top of the fourth inning. And that'll bring up Christian Linksweiler. Linksweiler struck out in his first plate appearance against Ellis. That one fouled off, 0-1. Talked about where Riddle was in his pitch count. You see that Ellis at 48 pitches. This 49 hit towards third, knocked down by Williamson. Throws to second, but off the glove of Wolf, and everybody's safe. So a couple of errors this inning on Logan have opened the door in what could have been a quick 1-2-3 inning. But now instead, Sophia looking to take advantage here. As you see Williamson with a clean glove. The throw over to second, though. Tough play and allowed the runners to reach. They would have at least got the lead runner that time, but now Bradbury stands in the number 9 spot. He singled to right field his first time up. And Ellis going to have to try and pitch himself out of trouble here yet again. That one fouled off the catcher and the home plate umpire as he quickly gets ahead, 0-2. And the top of this order did so much damage the last time through versus Ellis. This is a key batter right here for him in the top of the fourth inning. This one ripped in the right field, and that's him for a hit. Knocked down out there, rounding third and coming home. The throw not going to be in time, and Sophia has taken a 5-3 lead as Arthur crosses home plate. So Caden Bradbury, 2 singles, both of those to right field today. And now picks up an RBI. And still runners at first and second for Sophia. And now it's up to Cole Moody, and this could be it for Alton Ellis here, it appears. That was pitch number 52. At this juncture, it would be 2 days rest for Ellis before he could pitch again if he leaves now. If he continues on, it'll be 3 days rest. So we'll wait and see what Doug Williamson elects to do here. It does look like he's going to give the ball off here, and it looks like it's going to be Noah Vance who takes over at a pretty critical juncture in this contest. So Noah Vance going to get his first look of the state tournament on the bump. While he warms up, we'll step aside for a break and be back after this as you're watching the 2020 West Virginia Little League State Tournament right here live on Video Productions. the 2 base hits today. And now runners at first and third and still 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Vance misses that time as throw comes down to second. Now here comes the runner home, and he is safe. Bradbury gets in under the tag, and now it is a 7-3 lead for Sophia. As Baisden threw down to second base. You don't see that very often in that scenario. Normally you'll give him the play, but Logan felt like they might be able to pick off Bradbury that time, but you see the throw was just a little late. And now it is a 4-run lead for the Sophia All-Stars, and with Moody standing at second base. So now Austin squaring to bunt, pops it up into foul territory and out of play. As Hunter Austin is 1 for 2 today, struck out in the first inning, had an RBI single to left field his last time up, as there you see the play at the plate, a bang-bang play. But Bradbury did get in under the tag in time to score the 3rd run this inning. Now Vance still looking for that second out of the inning. Here comes a fastball and just fouled off. Well, they say no, it's strike 3, and the throw to first is high. Drew Miller off the bag, and he's safe. And again, I thought it was a foul ball at home plate. That ball took a quick turn to the right after it was hit. I could have sworn that was foul tip, but evidently that must have just ricocheted hard off the glove of Baisden. And Doug Williamson wants to talk about it too here. I believe he's thinking the same thing. Okay, so they may think maybe it's catcher interference as well. Yeah, so either way, I don't think this is going to end well for Logan in the end. So it will be first and third for Sophia now. Again, uncharacteristic of Logan, usually so sure gloved in the field, not really a big mistake-prone team, but here in this inning, they've had 2 errors alone, and right there, whether it was catcher interference or just a missed throw on strike 3, Logan has given Sophia several extra lives this inning, and Sophia has made them pay. We talked about that this morning, and even last night, how all 8 of these teams, very good ball clubs, and you make mistakes against them, they find a way to make you pay. Now here's a towering fly ball by Riddle into shallow left, and that one's going to land in, and that's going to get by. 1 run's in. Here comes another run to the plate, and that'll make it 9-3 now in favor of Sophia, and yet another error from Logan this inning. And Sophia has scored 5 runs this inning on 3 Logan errors. Now that'll bring up Silas Nelson. And Nelson today has doubled and an RBI single. Is still 1 out, and Landon Riddle over at second base. Again, Nelson puts a charge into this one. Going to be difficult to see Logan find their way possibly back into this contest. As Vance gets ahead 0-2 now on Nelson. Still looking to record his first out since coming in for Ellis. Tries to catch the outside corner, but a little too far off. 1-2 now the count. This one fouled off up top over the screen, or into the screen rather. This count remains at 1-2 strikes as the sun has gone over the field here at Central Greenbrier Little League Field. Again, hot afternoon today. Going to give way to hopefully a much cooler evening. All right, now it's Sophia that's red hot. They've blown open a 4-3 game to a 9-3 game, but a big strikeout there by Vance to retire the dangerous Silas Nelson for the second out of this inning. And now this will be the 9th batter of the inning. And it'll be Hajash. Hajash struck out his last plate appearance. Still has a runner at second here. This one hammered into right field, and that one's going to be down the line for a hit. That'll score the runner from second as Riddle comes in, and an RBI single by Carter Hajash. And Sophia continues to pour it on here in the top of the fourth inning, rather. It's now 10-3, and that is the sixth run this inning for the Sophia All-Stars. And that was just a rope down the right field line. Good job by Bryant getting over to cut that ball off before he could get to the fence and at least holding Hajash to a single. As Vance hits the corner for strike one. As Arthur standing back in, led off this inning by reaching on an error. Chops one towards the right side. Miller gloves it. He'll step on the bag. And that'll end the top of the fourth inning, but not before Sophia scores 6 runs off of 3 Logan errors, and they take a 10-3 lead into the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll be back after this as you're watching the 2020 West Virginia Little League State Tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
As a member of the military, a military family, or a veteran, the last thing you should have to worry about is your prescriptions. At your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, we'll transfer your prescriptions for you with no interruptions in service. Our pharmacists will be there to help answer questions and share tips and advice with a friendly, knowledgeable smile. And we're not going anywhere. We welcome military personnel and their families. Transfer your prescriptions today. Griffith & File Drugstore and Soda Fountain, 1405 Chestnut Street, Canova. Health Mart, caring for you and
Welcome back here, everyone, to the 2020 West Virginia Little League State Tournament, presented by Griffith & File. We appreciate them for being such a great sponsor. Again, been around since 1892 and been a proud supporter of youth athletics for such a long time. Again, we appreciate all the help they've given us in helping bring you all the live streaming of these games this week and for the rest of the week. And right now, it's Sophia that has opened up a 10-3 lead on Logan as Riddle goes back to work here in the bottom of the fourth for what could be his final inning, as he's reached now 68 pitches and he gets ahead strike one. Logan's got a tall hill to climb now, as that one hit high in the air into shallow left field. Bradbury ranges back and grabs it and records the first out as Landon Hall is retired to start the bottom of the fourth. Now it'll be Owen Bryant batting in place of Farmer for his first plate appearance of the day. The count 1-0. Bryant struck out in his only plate appearance yesterday. Takes a wave at that pitch, missing 1-1 the count. That pitch misses outside as Riddle tried to hit that outside corner again, but missed low. There's that pitch that he's had in his back pocket all early evening long. He struck out several batters with that pitch and now evens up the count at 2-2 on Bryant. That one misses low, and now the count runs full. Now Riddle with nobody on and one out. Here comes the payoff pitch to Bryant. Swung on and missed, strike three. Riddle continues his dominance with those outside pitches. That is his 7th strikeout of the game now against the Logan All-Stars, and that brings up Noah Vance. That pitch misses high, 1-0. And Vance today 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Here comes pitch number 77 from Riddle, and that one fouled off to the right. So Riddle, if he were able to get out of this inning before reaching 85 pitches, he could at least pitch to a batter, maybe even 2 next inning, before having to be lifted from the game as Vance hits one hard down the right side, but hooks foul and out of play. So Vance will climb back in, 1-2 the count.
Right in there.
And Riddle looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning after a very long 3rd inning where 8 Logan players came to the plate and Logan left the bases loaded in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and then Sophia scored their 6 runs in the top half of the 4th inning to break this game open. Sophia will keep that momentum rolling if he can get out of this inning very quickly. Here comes another 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Riddle has been hard to solve here today for the Logan All-Stars, and we head now to the top of the 5th inning with Sophia in control, leading it 10-3 over Logan. We'll be back after this break as you are watching the 2020 West Virginia Little League State Tournament with us right here on Video Production.
As a member of the military, a military family, or a veteran, the last thing you should have to worry about is your prescriptions. At your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, we'll transfer your prescriptions for you with no interruptions in service. Our pharmacists will be there to help answer questions and share tips and advice with a friendly, knowledgeable smile. And we're not going anywhere. We welcome military personnel and their families. Transfer your prescriptions today. Griffith & File Drugstore and Soda Fountain, 1405 Chestnut Street, Canova. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Are your kids playing in a real Little League? Little League is the world's largest and most respected youth sports program with nearly 2.4 million children and more than 1 million volunteers in dozens of countries around the world. Little League includes baseball and softball programs for kids ages 4 to 16. There's the Challenger Division program for kids with physical and mental challenges too. For those adults interested in starting a genuine Little League in your area, assistance is available from Little League International in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. For more information on Little League, visit Little League website at www.littleleague.org.
No child in our community should have to go hungry, but it happens every day. That's why the Food Shack is traveling across our area to stop hunger among community kids. The mission is simple: feed as many kids as possible with free hot meals 5 days a week. There's no questions asked and no catch. If your child is hungry and needs something to eat, the Food Shack will provide them with a meal. Visit our Facebook page to find out where the Food Shack is going next.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd here with you as leading off the inning. An error by Logan again here as you see this ground ball towards second. Again, able to be knocked down that time by Wolf, but there you see the throw low and away. And that'll allow Williams to reach to start the inning. And that is the 4th error of the game on Logan. It's just been a rough afternoon, early evening for them in the field. Now Linksweiler stands in, takes a whiff of that one, 0-1. Now to 0-2. Again, Logan looking as if they're on their way into the loser's bracket tomorrow, and they would have to face a very tough Fairmont team as that one fouled off by Linksweiler. Fairmont led 10-5 last night in the bottom of the 5th inning against Mineral County before Mineral County erupted for 6 runs. A triple, scored 3 runs from Jesus Purdue, and then a 2-run blast by Orndorff ended up giving them the win, and a nice pitch there by Vance. Great curveball. Or to strike out Lingsweiler for the 2nd time tonight. That'll bring up Caden Bradbury. And today, Martinsburg in another tough fight with Central Greenbrier. Great pitcher's duel until finally Martinsburg broke it open with a 3-run home run late. Swing and a miss, 0-1. As Vance just hit pitch number 21. So it appears that he'll be ineligible to pitch for tomorrow as that pitch swings in across, catch the outside corner for strike 2. It'll be interesting to see what Logan and Fairmont choose to do tomorrow should this score hold up. And Vance puts down Bradbury on 3 straight pitches. He's only thrown 2 balls thus far since coming into the game, so Vance has been very consistent in strike zone. Right now 2 away. Actually, he may have started that batter. And if he started on pitch number 20, then he'll be okay for tomorrow. So it looks like they are going to pull him out here. Good move by Coach Doug Williamson if that's the case in this situation. If you're Logan, you want to try and keep as many of your active arms available as you can. And they will end up making the change here. And they're going to go with Bentley Williamson. So Logan now kind of looking at the writing on the wall. Again, not conceding defeat by any stretch of the imagination, but realizing at 10-3 going to be a tough uphill climb coming back. And Coach Doug Williamson doing the right thing, trying to keep as many of his arms ready to go as needed. Well, while Bentley Williamson freshens up here, we'll get ready and take a break and be right back. You're watching the 2020 West Virginia Little League State Tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
We have a new pitcher for Logan on the mound right now. Number 7, Bentley Williamson.
Are your kids playing in a real Little League? Little League is the world's largest and most respected youth sports program with nearly 2.4 million children and more than 1 million volunteers in dozens of countries around the world. Little League includes baseball and softball programs for kids ages 4 to 16. There's the Challenger Division program for kids with physical and mental challenges too. For those adults interested in starting a genuine Little League in your area, assistance is available from Little League International in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. For more information on Little League, visit Little League website at www.littleleague.org.
No child in our...
Back to action, and Cole Moody, guess what he did? Singled up the middle again. That's the 3rd time he's singled here today as he is peppered that center part of the order, and you'll see it again here on our instant replay. Again, Bentley Williamson, good fastball here, but just ripped right back up the gut by Cole Moody. So he hasn't gone yard yet today and played quote-unquote Moody ball, like his teammates like to say, but he's been extremely efficient with 3 hits on the afternoon, early evening, and scored a couple of runs as well. As Hunter Austin stands in, Williamson gets ahead with a couple of strikes, now 0-2. Austin today struck out, had an RBI single in the 3rd and struck out in the 4th inning. And there's strike 3, nasty curveball by Bentley Williamson as he retires Sophia here in the top of the 5th inning, so no runs on 1 hit, 1 Logan error. And we move to the bottom half of the 5th inning with Sophia leading it 10-3. You're watching the 2020 West Virginia Little League State Tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
Are your kids playing in league.org?
In our community should have to go hungry, but it happens every day. That's why the Food Shack is traveling across our area to stop hunger among community kids. The mission is simple: feed as many kids as possible with free hot meals 5 days a week. There's no questions asked and no catch. If your child is hungry and needs something to eat, the Food Shack will provide them with a meal. Visit our Facebook page to find out where the Food Shack is going next.
Did it kick off again? Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd here with you with Butch Mounts, our engineer, and Brian Shepard, our graphic organizer.